Hey guys, I got my Open Gates box. Are you ready to see what's inside? I am. Hey friends, welcome back to my sewing room. My name is Becca, and in today's video we're going to look at the July 2021 box from Open Gates Quilts. This is a sewing subscription box that is curated by Monique Jacobs with Open Gates Quilts, and all of the information for how you can sign up and how much it costs will be in a link in the first comment down below this video. Let's dive in and get started. So Monique always ships in these nice big boxes. And when she sends us our subscription box, they always have two projects in there, a bigger project, a smaller project. You have a notion or two, and then you always have like an extra item. And that extra item will either be a fat quarter or another pattern that she has written. And this is what the inside of the box looks like. Not a terrible great sneak peek because we have the tissue paper. So let's open that up. This is what we've got. Ah! All right on top we have our letter that tells us about what's in the July box. There are two projects. There's a ruler, there's a notion of the month, some thread, and an extra pattern. The first project that I'm going to show you is the key lanyard. This is project number 2, the smaller project. And oh my goodness, the timeliness of this could not be better. A couple of years ago, Vicky at Creative Notions gave all of the subscribers a lanyard down inside the box, and I immediately snatched that up, and I used it every day to hold my badge and some other things for work. Well, that has seen some better days, and the stitching is starting to pop because it's been through a lot. I could, of course, repair it. I just haven't, and it's also dirty and needs to be washed, so there's that. And I've been thinking about, well, maybe I just want to make a new one and switch it out, and lo and behold, we have an entire kit for that lanyard, so I'm really excited about it. This is what that key lanyard looks like. You've got your hardware, your D-ring, and your little lobster clasp to hold your stuff together, and this is what the project will look like on the back. It's just a little piece of blue batik. I think this might be... No, it's not the fabric, but you have your batting and you have a little piece of what looks like blue batik fabric and a sheet of instructions in there with your hardware. Everything you need to make your lanyard is right here. Sweet. And it's already cut to the exact size that you need, so you don't need to cut it down. So that's great. Okay, so our ruler this month is the Mini Fit to Be Geese ruler from Open Gates Quilts. This is what it looks like. It's got all the markings that you need to make flying geese, ranging from, gosh, I don't even know. Is that 2 by 3.5 inches all the way up to 1 1/4 by 2 inches? I think that's what it is, yeah. But you just basically follow the lines here and use this to trim them up. Make sure that these lines are on the diagonal seams where your wings are for your body. And it does have a picture of a pretty quilt with a ton of flying geese all around the border of that quilt. I gotta be honest, I have never used a template to make flying geese. I just usually use the stitch and flip method, and I use diagonal seam tape to make sure that I'm sewing right down from corner to corner on the piece that I'm going to flip up. So I don't know how this would work. Let me know in the comments below how you make flying geese. We also have some Invisi-Grip dots, and that's not listed here, so this seems to be an extra, and it's probably going to go with our ruler. These are little adhesive stickers that you can peel off and put onto the back of an acrylic ruler so that it doesn't slide around and it stays in place while you're cutting your fabric. Because nobody's got time for rulers that slip out from under your hand while you're trying to cut your fabric accurately. We have a spool of black thread. This is color number 2092, I believe, and that's basically what it looks like. Kind of appreciate having a small spool of 50 weight black Aurifil thread. I don't need black thread frequently, but you know when you're using black fabric and you need black thread, there's no substitute for it. You need that black thread. So this will go on my thread wall, and I'm glad to have this in my stash. Our extra is a pattern that's called Halloween Confetti, and this is a quilt that is made or designed by Open Gates. This is what the quilt would look like, and on the back, they give you your fabric requirements for it. This is a Halloween quilt that will measure 51 inches by 61 inches. And this looks like it could be really cute with basically any fabric. I'd like to see this in maybe like a black background with some jewel tone batiks. I think that would be gorgeous. I'm not a big Halloween fan, so I wouldn't use Halloween fabric for it. But I think this is versatile enough that you could do anything with it. The last thing in the box is our big project. This is going to make a 26.5 by 26.5 inch wall quilt or table topper. It's got all of the fabric that you need to do, I believe, the top and maybe the binding. This is what the fabrics look like, and there's what the project will look like on the back. If you open this up, and I'm kind of hesitant to do that, because it's always hard to get it back into the packaging just as nicely as she's put it in there. But, I mean, I'm sure you want to see the fabric, right? Like I would. But if you pull it out, you have a picture of the pattern so that you know what it is you're going to make with this. You have a folded up pattern that has all of the instructions on it. And then you have all of your fabric very nicely folded. And look, it's so dark themed that using this spool of black to piece is probably not a bad idea. And you should have plenty on that spool to not only piece it, but maybe quilt it as well. And then maybe even some left over that you can save for a future project. All right, so this is the fabric. Again, one more time. I'm going to try to put it all back in here so that it's all nice and tidy and stays together. I hate opening these up, but I love that Monique takes the time whenever she gives us a kit to put everything all in a bag, nice and tidy together, labels it, tells you how big it's going to be, see, right there, gives you a picture on the back to show you what that's going to be, and a sheet of instructions. So this is a super cool idea. I love that she does that every month. That's everything for the Open Gates box for July 2021. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And don't forget to come on back Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where we sew live right here on YouTube. Thanks, guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.